Hello there, this is episode 10 of the Ultimate WooCommerce Shop, where I'm taking you on my journey of building a super smart WooCommerce shop with everything I've learned over the past 13 years as a WordPress developer. So in the last episode, I shared with you my plans to build a WooCommerce AI copywriter so I can super quick and easily convert pages like this to pages like this. So the final goal is one click and all this information is very accurate filled. And because my 99% of my products are affiliate products, so are products from other companies already well known on the internet, I can use Perplexity, which is a large language model with access to the internet, to ask for information about this product and then use this to convert it into all kinds of forms. So frequently asked questions, short descriptions, long descriptions, and I'm even trying to find a way to get all the right images. So let me demonstrate what I've made so far. So I created this for the long description form already. So this works. So for example, this product, which is a chair, of course, I can click, start processing this description. Now it makes a request to Perplexity, retrieves all the information, and now so it tries to find information for all the fields, but because I did not activate all the functionalities for the rest of the fields, it skips it for now. So it only works with the description. So as you can see, it creates a super nice description here. Yeah. I work with Perplexity with a llama model, this llama model, but because Perplexity is returning markdown markup and I cannot remove it. Markdown markup is basically where you can use super simple, maybe I can quickly show it to you, simple characters like this to style, but I couldn't make it so that Perplexity didn't use these markdowns. So I also used Claude to rewrite the results with HTML after Perplexity found all the information. So now let me share with you what happens if I click this button. So if I click this button, this JavaScript file has a event listener for this button. So this button is clicked, then it runs the start method. This is the start method. And this start method runs this get content fields method, which is here. This is an AJAX call to this action. And then in this file, I handle all the AJAX requests. So it's this AJAX request, which uses this function. And what it basically does is it returns all the content fields from the property content fields, which are these. So this way I can loop over every field and then return a label. That's what you just saw here happening below. So I know what is generating. And then from get content fields, I return this in the start method. And then I loop over each content field. And then I update that it is generating. And then I do an AJAX call here. This is generate content field. And this calls an AJAX call generate content field here, which is this one, which uses this method. It checks for a product and a field. So this is this name. And then it checks if it exists. I showed you in the last episode this already, but I upgraded a little bit. And then I use a validate method, a generate method, and a update method. So the validate method is a method that is validating if the field is already set, and if it's set, then it skips it and goes to the next field, because I don't want it to keep repeating, updating the same field, of course, and the field changes all over again. So then I use the validate method, which is created here. So based on the field name, there's a method, and this method exists in this file. And if it exists, it can use it, and if it doesn't exist, it skips it as well. So at the moment, I only have created it for 1 or 2 fields, and later I'm going to add it for all the fields. And then it also does this for the generate method and for the update method. So for the generate method, it uses this function where I get a generator method from this class. So generate and then the field name, and if this exists, I created a class prompt manager. And this prompt manager, what it does, it, based on the field, it tries to find a file in here, in this case product description, and in here is a prompt that can be sent for this specific field to the AI. So here I say, you are a professional content manager with experience in SEO and sales. The webshop you are managing is providing information about the best dev setup products for developers. This is the system role. And then I ask it, please write me a general product description for, and this is the product title. So this is replaced with this product title. And because it's connected to the internet, it knows this product. Don't make it longer than 200 words. And then here, so it retrieves this file, then it checks if it exists. If it doesn't exist, it skips again. And then here it gets this file again in the get prompt. And here I use a placeholders parameter. And this placeholders parameter is basically containing the title in this case. And I use this method, replace a message placeholders, which searches for placeholders like this. And if this is defined, it replaces it with this. So then you get the prompt with the right title. And then finally, the prompt manager returns the final prompt messages. And then in here, generate description, the prompt manager gets the messages with the title. So now they have messages with for the right product. And then I run the Perplexity AI class, the complete method, where it makes a request to the API. And then this returns something. And I use a AI completion. This is a class I created myself. It's super simple. It sets content and it gets content. And then I can set the content, return this completion. So I always return this as a class. And then here in the, so this complete returns a completion. And then I return the content of this completion. And then I wrap this in a apply filters. And I did this because I want to be able to adjust this content always before it's updated. So let me show you. Let me quickly close this so it's a little bit more organized. So this generate description is called in let me see in here. This method is called get content field generator. Here it's called in the initial Ajax call. And then here it's going to be used. And then if there is content generated, if there's content generated here, it is also going to be updated. But straight before it's updated, I want to adjust it. And that's why I use this filter hook. Because this filter hook I added here. So this filter hook gets the final result from Perplexity. And then here I initiate Claude, do basically the same. So again, I use a prompt manager to get the prompt, but this time for a prompt called description formatting, which is this prompt. And this prompt is basically asking Claude to replace the markdown syntax, as I told you in the beginning, with HTML. So I say, so the prompt is, can you help me with formatting this content? Then so I fill in this already pre-filled. The assistant is answering, sure, I can help you with it. What kind of formatting are you looking for? Use HTML text for formatting, strong, lists, everything, instead of markdown syntax for the following content. If the content does not need any HTML, just return the original content. Okay, and then I say, assistant, sure, I can help you with that. Please provide me with the content you would like to format. And then I say here, at last, again, return nothing else than the original content or updated content. And here, again, is the placeholder used. So here in the Perplexity content is inserted. And then this results into a better formatted HTML version of the Perplexity information. So then finally I have messages. I have this completion again, get this content. And now this filter, this final result is used in here. So this is the final content. And then I created this product content manager, which also has a class update description. So it returns this final content in here and then updates the post. So for each field, I define in these content fields, based on this name, I have a function. So I use this, I build up this function name here. So update field or generate field or validate field. And then for the content generator, I have a function that exists here. So generate field is this method. So this method is used with this prompt for this specific field. And the same in this class, update description. This function knows how to update that specific description field. So for each field in here, it has an own validator function. It has its own generation function and its own updating function. And this way I can keep adding fields of my product, but I'm super flexible in what kind of prompt I want to use, what kind of validation, and what kind of way of updating. Okay, so this is basically how this works. My plan now is to extend this, of course, to also, for example, create the unique selling points here. So then I'm going to create a new field for validation, generation, and updating with their own prompt. And soon I have a way where every product title I insert, I can click here, with one click, can enter all the information super accurately, which speeds up my process of creating a big source of products with all well-filled information. Okay, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it and learned something. If you have any questions, please share them with me in the comments, and have a lovely day. Bye bye.